knows what's in his soul, not what's on his head. Faith that his children will be protected, not by a man with a
You may not understand this. I don't either.
Revival is a special season of divine visitation when the Holy Spirit comes and quickens and stirs within the hearts of God's people.
In the past, I really thought of revival as something that happened a long time ago in history where large amounts of people placed their faith in God. Because when I look around at times, it's hard to even imagine that being a reality today.
But that's not revival, that's an evangelistic event. What revival is, and even the word implies it, to revive something means that it once had life, but that life has ebbed, it's diminished.
To revive something is to bring it back to life. And I think when revival hits, it not only hits an individual person, calling them back to life as God designed it, but an entire community back to life as God designed it.
Holy Spirit empowered people who lay down their own agendas and make sure through prayer that God's agenda is what they're following.
Revival is God's way of telling us as the church that He's not done with us yet. It's a special season of a supernatural outpouring of the Holy Spirit that quickens and stirs the hearts and minds of people back to Jesus at Calvary.
Because they'll see in us a different hope. We will authentically hope in something, or really in someone, different than everyone else does. And that hope that's visible will be what draws them in.
And I think what would be different if we experienced revival today is that we would see God's Spirit moving in ways that were obvious and undeniable, both in our own lives and in the lives of people around us.
It would be a season, I think, where many Christians would be lifted out of spiritual indifference and worldliness, and there would be an earnest desire for Jesus Himself and for His Word. Worship would become spontaneous and joyous and authentic.
The work that God's agenda is calling us to do is only able to happen when that Spirit and His power is flowing through us. That's when miracles happen.
Revival makes things beautiful. It makes it like it was intended to be.
What revival is it's a season of time in which God visits His people who are asleep, and then He wakes them up.